Hello knockouts, TonyaTko here, and I knew I said I wouldn't do this, but I'm breaking sequence once again, just to kind of interject right here because I know that I haven't posted a video for the past 2 days, and I know that you guys have been looking for the videos, and this morning I got tapped on the shoulder, so I wanted to give a special thanks to my friend Renee from Australia who tapped me on the shoulder just to kind of make sure that everything was all right. And you guys know me very well. If I'm not posting, things are not all right, and I've kind of been in a funk for the past 2 days, and I've been trying to kind of push through it, but it's been difficult. There's some things that are happening, and some things, it's like sometimes it seems like there's like a breakthrough coming, and then the breakthrough breaks down, and I personally right now I'm really upset at the, I don't know, at the manifestation, and how it's not really coming to pass in the way that I thought it would. And so that has had a tremendous impact on me. I did want to thank you all for coming along the journey with me and going through these ups and downs and highs and lows and the scariness and the hopefulness of it. There have been some things that have been happening. It's like this journey has definitely been an interesting journey, and I'm grateful that you all have come along the ride, and that you all have been a witness, and that I've also been able to witness myself. And you see, like how I haven't made videos for the past 2 days. I have a tendency to self-isolate, and really go inside. And you know what? I find my strength inside. But this journey and really putting it out there, like how my friend Renee contacted me today, or my associate Renee, she contacted me today. Typically I keep a really small circle, and so when I do go inward, there's only very few people who are privy to having contact with me and contact to me. And so a lot of people don't really know that I go inward, and doing this daily series. And also, when I had my surgery in 2007, and I reached out to people, and people turned their backs on me and wouldn't answer my phone calls, and really didn't even come to see me after the surgery. It's like, I don't know, people just, they don't like sick people. And I've learned, I don't know, it's like people, like your sickness reflects their own mortality to them. And so they want to kind of distance themselves, and kind of like sometimes like your sickness inconveniences them and is a reminder to them that we're mortal and that illness happens, and like they don't want to catch it from you or whatnot. And so from then, I really haven't depended on people since then. I really just depend on myself. And, being in this situation and having been in need in this situation has been a blessing to me, because it has created a closeness and a bond with people that I know. Because, I use the word associate and acquaintance, and I use the friend very rarely. And it has, like, the people that I know, it has created... I don't know, we keep in touch more often. They have provided support for me in this situation. It's like we go through these ebbs and flows, and I provided support for them. There have been a plethora of friends who have lost their jobs, are healing from cancer. Their relationship is breaking up, like long-term relationship breaking up, having children, having issues with their child or the parent of their child. And there have been like a lot of different people, and it's like I have learned in this situation that when you do open yourself, and when you do make yourself vulnerable, and you do allow people to be there for you, then you also have the blessing of being there for them. And it's like a give and a take. people don't, sometimes people, I tell people my mother died when I was 19, and sometimes people don't really understand the full implication of that. When my mother died when I was 19 and I was away and I really didn't get closure on that death, and in my life there's been a pattern of lack of closure. So, we're going to talk a lot in the upcoming months when this situation is resolved, and I need to find a way to, make the old type of videos that I used to make even during the displacement diaries, so that we can stay in touch in the ways that we used to stay in touch before. But sometimes people don't really understand the full implication of what it means to have had my mother die when I was away at college as a teenager, and really growing from there. It's like when my mother died, I learned that anybody can be taken from you at any time. And so what that ended up doing for me was that made me not want to be close to a lot of people. I had my very first boyfriend at the time when my mother passed away, and I used to be paranoid that he would die too. And if I didn't hear from him, if I didn't see him, I used to be like, I need you to contact me. I need you to stay in touch with me, because I didn't trust that if he was out of my sight, if I didn't hear from him, I didn't trust that he would still be living. And and it also, my mother passing away, it created like a barrier that I created between me and other people, so that I would never feel that depth of pain again. And my father is getting older now, and part of the reason that I didn't tell him about my displacement is because he is retired, and I want him to feel free and be easy and not have to worry about me. And this is where we are in the journey in the Displacement for the Dreams diary, where now I'm getting ready to go on live on Silverbird TV with my father listening in, and really and all of those emotions going on inside of me. And so so what I'm going to do is, my things are looking up. Some things are looking up, some things are looking down. I'm still in this fight, and I thought I was out of the fight. Some of you have seen my cocky comments about having been past this situation, but I'm still in this fight, and stay with me so you can see how the story unfolds. There are something great happened last night. Something great happened last night. I tell you, it's like, how I said I've been upset with my manifesting and the things that have not really been showing up in the ways that I wanted them to show up. Well, my friend Renee, my friend associate, she let me know about an opportunity that I'm going to look into today. And then also a few opportunities presented themselves last night, and now it's up to me to kind of follow through and see where this leads. And it's like, I've been upset with my manifesting. There's a part of me that rests and knows that what didn't materialize was not meant to be. There was something, and my guardian angels save me from a lot of things. They make things reveal themselves quickly, and so I have to stay rested in knowing that what is for me is for me. And yesterday, oh my goodness, I can't wait until you guys catch up on the Displacement for the Dream diaries. That's why it's really bad that I lost these past 2 days, but I'm really happy that I'm coming out of it now. Like right now, I'm in front of the Starbucks. I can show you guys. There's a lot of cars coming through. Right now, I'm in front of the I don't know if you guys saw that because I turned it so quickly, but I'm in front of the Starbucks, and I'm getting ready to go inside there now, and I'm going to crank out today's displacement diaries. Thank you guys for the feedback. And thank you to the young lady who told me to put the preview first and then the intro into today's video. So I like that sequence, because then it goes previously and then it goes, and then, today, and you know what, and I'm working on the voiceovers too. Tell me what you guys think of the voiceovers. I be having so much fun with the voiceovers because the voiceovers are so over the top and so ridiculous. And yeah, that is my voice. I just make my voice a little bit deeper and just more dramatic. Like my favorite, did the embrace turn into a taste? And then the my all-time favorite was Father Knockout doesn't know his baby TKO is literally riding dirty. That's my favorite one right there. And black people, we hear riding dirty and we think having some guns or some drugs or riding without insurance or something. But that was like a play on words, like how the haters were talking about how I must be smelly in the front seat and stuff like that. So a lot of my voiceovers come from like some of the negative comments that I get just to kind of poke fun at it. So the riding dirty was a play on words, like with with how people were saying that I'm not clean because I'm inside this car situation. And then the and my other favorite voiceover was the one that came before that. Is she having a mental breakdown or is she just breaking it down? I love the voiceovers. So tell me what you think about them. Tell me what you think about the series. Please, I invite your comments below. I'm about to run in here. My spirits are up. And that's another thing, I don't like making videos. Now I don't like making videos when I am feeling a little bit down. There's people are like, oh, you must have a mental problem because I'm sad. And it's like, it makes me feel sad for people that people don't allow themselves the freedom to experience the full gamut of emotions. It's like certain emotions are all right. Oh, we could feel happiness. We could feel glee. We could feel exuberant. But I think that something happens along the way when we're children and they're like, dry up those tears or I'll give you something to cry about. And like our parents who are like, don't be sad, don't be angry, and people who shame you for feeling jealous. And it's like all of these feelings, and I talk about jealousy in one of the upcoming episodes, but these are all of our feelings, and it's like coming to grip with those feelings, allowing those feelings. It's like, remember we talked in a video before about your inner stepchild and those things about you that you just don't like, and really turning away from that. And this is why me showing the real TonyaTko, the real Tonya, because TonyaTko and Tonya are different entities, but letting you guys into the real Tonya has really been startling for some people. For some people, I've fallen from grace because they expected a certain level of perfection, a certain level of strength. And I made that video where I showed my pancake bosom, that I go through the full emotions too. It's like before I would only make videos when my energy was high and my vibration was raised, but now I'm making videos every day, and you guys get to see the full bouquet of different feelings and emotions that I go through throughout the week, sometimes throughout the day, throughout the month especially, because you guys can always tell when my cycle is about to come on, because I be in the comments battling. I be like, so listen, the time is ticking right now. We've been making this video for 13 minutes. I'm going to run inside here. Part of the reason that I have to run into Starbucks and get this done is because I have another networking opportunity at the YouTube space starting at 9 this morning. So I got up at about 5. I'm over here at the Starbucks. Oh, light went off, but it's time for us to get out of this video anyway. You can see me anyhow because the sun is coming up. Now, not the sun, but it's like illumination is happening. So listen, nonetheless, I love you guys very, very much. Thank you for coming along the journey with me. Please leave your feedback below. I'm going to start featuring some of your comments in some of the videos. Like some of you guys are really into the displacement diaries like that. I found some really good music to indicate that my father is calling. And I found like a regular picture of him, and that was his smiley face. I'm just joking. That was just his regular face. And you see how his regular face looked like he mean mugging, right? My dad, he's a sweetheart underneath. And I'll tell you guys this one thing. and then I'll get out of here. One thing that I've learned and noticed about people is that the harder they seem on the outside, that hardness is really like a shell to protect something really tender inside. So, and I'm telling you, this is the goodness to honest truth, because I've done seminars, and I've done surveys before the seminars, questionnaires, and then and I read the comments from people, like the stuff that they answer deep on the inside, and then you see them in real life, and you're like, wait a minute, this person who wrote about all of these insecurities, is this hard, just really just, and I've learned, and you know what, we're definitely going on this journey, because the journey doesn't stop here. This is not the end right here. It goes on from here, and and so we're going to do some work over the next course of the next few months, the next few years. We're going to be doing some work on these inner things, because it's like, you can't ask a person to take off their shell. It's like taking off a cast, and then there's the unhealed, the bone underneath that needs support. It's like you can't ask them to take that off, and then they're walking and flopping around on a broken ankle. No, we have to figure out. And part of, you know what? I want to get out of here because the video is going on. I wanted to keep it short. I thought this would be a 3-minute video, but part of really strengthening yourself is allowing yourself to be weak, allowing other people to be weak. And I'm okay with you all seeing my weakness, and seeing that I am a human being. I'm a human being. Listen, I didn't hatch. I came out of someone's vagina. I was, you know this? Oh my goodness. Let me get out of here. I'm going to hug you guys, but I'm going to get that video up today. We're going to jump back in on the series. So look for that later today. I'm going to get this video up. Now, listen, I love you all very, very much. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, what? That's right, love yourself. And loving yourself is forgiving yourself and giving yourself the same grace and the same ability to be weak just like other people. It's like sometimes it's like there's some people who don't want me to show weakness, and that's partly because they themselves don't feel that it's all right for them to show their own weakness. And me being human takes away the illusion that any of us can be superhuman. We are all navigating through this human experience, and it's okay. If I knew everything and had no growth that I needed to have, or no soul development that I needed, there would be no reason for me to incarnate. I wouldn't need to be here. So listen, so let's talk. I love you guys. Hug me, hug me, hug me. Oh. Okay. I said the closing already. Go out there and love one another. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Add this one last little piece into the video. Typically before my friendships, because I've been like the quote-unquote big sister for quite some time, since I was in college. It was like I went into this alter persona. And so my friendships before really consisted of me being there for other people, and really just keeping my problems to myself and only being there for myself. But being in this situation and being in need has been such a tremendous blessing for me, and it's allowed other people the ability to be there for me. And I'm humbled by the amount of people who have come forward and who are glad to be there for me after me being there for them for quite some time, or showing up in the ways that I've shown up. And so this has been, this whole situation has been a situation of learning and growth for me. And I can't even express how just grateful and just filled I feel. So I'm gonna go render the video now. Okay, peace.